All right, we're here at the John Long Center, where University of Scranton defeated Christopher Newport 57-56. Coach, your thoughts on tonight's game and the season that you had?
Yeah, obviously, things didn't end up going our way as we would have liked tonight, but definitely doesn't take away from the season that we've had and all that we've overcome this year with injuries and having all the freshmen. And I couldn't be more proud of a group of seniors than these three young ladies right here. Four straight NCAA tournaments with a Final Four, over 100 wins. First team, first class in school history to do that. So just really, really proud of them. And I think for tonight's game is we never could really get it playing as fast as we wanted. So that's credit to them. We don't usually do well in the 50s, so I think they did a pretty good job of keeping it more at their pace than at ours. But we gave we had a chance, gave ourselves a chance, made some plays down the stretch, and Zara had an amazing rebound with 2 seconds left to give us a chance, and I told her I'd if we did it again, I'd want her up there shooting again. So but just really proud of this group.
Coach, Scott Walsh from the Scranton Times-Tribune. Could you just talk first quarter? Your press, you seem to obviously rattle them, held them scoreless for 7 minutes. You were able to open up that 11-point lead. Rest of the game, they only committed 7 turnovers. Did they make any adjustments to your press? Was it something they did, or were they just handling it better? Over the final 3 quarters.
Yeah, I think they relaxed a little bit more and really took a lot more time. I think they were really trying to get it up quickly and realized that didn't necessarily work. So I think they were able to, once again, just really slow it down and take their time getting it up, and had us going side to side. And so, and the good thing is a lot of times, our press isn't necessarily about turnovers either, but the fact that we were only having to play defense for 20 seconds or something, that helps us out as well. But I thought, they're such a veteran team. There's so many people that they have experienced, and they have what I think is an All-American in Mayan if she wasn't hurt. So whenever you've got an All-American guard and some other veterans out there, I think that was a little bit of the nerves to start the game, I think a little bit, which was to be understanding. So yeah, I think it helped, but they definitely did a better job. I think it just really, maybe their composure, just handling it better.
Can you talk about the performance of Natalie Terwilliger? Some of the shots that she hit, I think a lot of people, when she's, you see a big girl like that going outside, they let her shoot. She can't shoot the 3, and she's nailing them, with ease and everything. Just talk about, and she was part of the reason you were able to get that big lead in the first half. Can you talk about her performance?
Yeah, she really proud of her. She's a very, very talented player, very skilled, and I think like most freshmen, just really trying to figure out how to just play hard all the time and play hard on both ends of the floor. And so I was really proud of her tonight, because we know she can score in bunches and do that, but I thought she rebound better, she played defense today, and obviously on our team, if you can't play defense, you're not going to get on the court. So I think she's figured that out. But yeah, she's had some big games like that for us this year. So for us, it wasn't too surprising. But like I said, I was more proud of 3 blocks, and she only had 1 turnover. So I think she was just more engaged in the game tonight. And we needed to step up. Jess got some tough fouls early, and that's kind of been our philosophy all year. You step up, next woman up, and it was her turn, and she really held the fort down until Jess was able to get back in there.
Ladies, I apologize. I don't know who we have up here to ask your question. So can you say who we have?
Jessica Decchio, number 30.
Okay.
Zara Tanner, number 3.
Madison Howdyshaw, 22.
Jess, can you talk a little bit about how every time for a good part, like the second and third quarters, every time Scranton made a little bit of a comeback on you guys, they get to within within 2 or 3 or 4, you guys hit a couple of buckets and put it back up to 6 or 7. Just talk about how you guys were able to maybe stay composed and and kind of hang on to the lead there.
I think especially with the senior class, we always tell the freshmen, like, it's okay. Everyone's going to make a run, and that's just going to happen. That's part of the game of basketball. But the big difference is letting that run become a downfall, and we always say composure. So when those things happen, it's going to happen, and our goal is to come back together. We reset our defense. We stop their uphill, so that way we can pick up our momentum, and then it becomes our turn.
Any viewers want to add on to that or anything? Or?
She nailed it.
She nailed it. Zara, I have to ask you at the end, the free throws. Just kind of what, obviously I'm sure your mind's racing. I got a chance to put us up here and everything. Just kind of take me through that those last 2 foul shots.
They both felt good. I'd shoot both of them the way I did. They both felt good, and it's just tough.
After you missed the first one, are you thinking about it, or thinking, okay, I just got to get this one and we're tied, or you're thinking, you blocking out that first miss or anything like that?
Yeah, I missed the first one. I wasn't defeated at all. I stepped up the same way I stepped up the first time, and I was going to shoot it. Felt good to me, and just you make some, you miss some.
Is it tough shooting in that crowd, the student section or anything like that? I mean, I know at that point they got a little loud or whatever, so I don't know, was that a factor at all or anything like that? Or
No, just like we touched before, composure versus pressure, especially being a point guard. At this point, I'm really only conditioned to my coach's voice. That's the only thing that's really going to get my head turning. So.
Was that in your head, scary?
No. My coach believed in me, I believed in me, and I know my team had my back as well.
I'm sure during your career you've hit plenty of big shots to help you guys win, so it's tough way, so.
Yeah, it is, and like I said, I mean, for her to get that rebound with less than 2 seconds in there at, all of 5'4", to even get a chance to get to there was just an amazing rebound, so just really proud of her.
Coach, did you think in that last sequence when Scranton had the ball, did you think about maybe fouling? Because they were obviously able to run it down. If maybe the foul doesn't happen, maybe you don't get a chance to get a shot off or get where you would at least know you had a possession either down 3 or down 2 or whatever. Did you think about fouling in that situation, or let them play it out and run the clock down?
Because and we had a timeout still. So and in the women's game you've got the advance. So I was getting ready to call a timeout, but they had called a foul on the rebound, so it didn't happen there. And even, like I said, even if she would have made it, it would have been a 3-point game. So, I mean, we've, I guess there's a lot of different ways people can look at it, but, for us, I wasn't going to put a team that, shoots almost 80% from the free throw line at the free throw line, give them freebies, at least make them earn it, and then get the rebound and see if we can run a play down there. But, so, yeah, I mean, that's, we've kind of done that, I guess, all year. That's just kind of been my mentality, especially when you got 3 seniors and a senior point guard is, I think it's just easier to kind of let it go rather than stop and play, letting the defense set up, let them make defensive subs and all of those things. So, it's worked for us in the past, and I liked how it played out for us today. Shots just didn't fall, and that happens.
Because obviously there were some coaches I think that would have fouled in that situation, give them, maybe even give themselves 2 possessions, you score quick, and maybe
Right.
that kind of thing. So
Yeah,
so.
maybe not.
Madison, you had 10 rebounds in the game, and it gave you guys a little bit of a rebounding edge. Can you just talk a little bit about the work you tried to do on the boards, maybe limiting their inside game to just 1 shot?
That's more kind of like my job on the team is just to be the glue and do the dirty work. That's what Coach always says for me to do. I'm not really a Jess or a Z. Like I'm not some star player, but I just do the dirty work, and that's what I did today.
Yeah, I mean, 10 rebounds and 2 assists, doesn't turn the ball over. She's also taken probably more charges than any kid I've ever coached in 25 years. So to me, that's a star. I mean, that's an unsung star for sure, and I think her leadership too is another thing that makes her a star. So I happen to think all 3 of these young ladies are stars in my book. you don't win over 100 games in 4 years if I don't have some stars. So
I'm good.
All right. Zara, Madison, Jessica, and Coach, congratulations on a great season.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.